Hello, everyone. Let's talk about how to detox the body from fluoride, bromine, and chlorine. I don't even like to use the word detox because I think we've overused it in the health industry. So what I'm talking about is how to make sure fluoride, bromine, and chlorine are actually being eliminated from your body instead of your body holding on to it. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably going to be the year of detoxing for me. A lot of you know that I have spent a year and a half detoxing heavy metals and continue to do so. And now let's talk about detoxing fluoride. I happened to catch some interviews of Dr. David Brownstein, and he was talking about his iodine protocol. Now, iodine, and I didn't know this before I watched the interview, helps us detox from fluoride, bromine, chlorine, mercury, and other heavy metals. Now, this caught my attention because a lot of you know I have been struggling with heavy metals. If we are deficient in iodine, fluoride, and the rest of the elements that I talked about actually stay in our body for years. We don't have the ability to eliminate them. Our body actually confuses the fluoride molecule and thinks that it's iodine. So on the receptor that iodine would normally sit, now fluoride sits there. So I started wondering, then how do we eliminate fluoride? And the answer is we have to have sufficient amounts of iodine. So this is a very touchy subject in the hypothyroid and thyroid world. I have been told most of my life to stay away from iodine. However, all of our organs need iodine. A lot of our bodily processes need iodine. And who wants to keep fluoride in our bodies for years and years? If I had been sufficient and had the right amount of iodine, I wouldn't be bogged down with as much toxic chemicals as I currently am. So in Dr. David Brownstein's protocol, you can't just dive right into iodine and start taking a whole bunch because it works so quickly and the fluoride is eliminated so quickly. We will get Herx type reactions or we will feel very sick while we are detoxing from the fluoride. So Dr. David Brownstein suggests that we go on a salt loading protocol. Now, those of you that follow my videos know that I was talking about loading salt. And this is why I've been loading salt. So that's half a teaspoon of unrefined salt, half a cup of water, and I've added lemon juice to it. I drink that twice a day to load salt. I have drank that for 2.5 weeks. And today was the first day that I added 1 drop of iodine. It's a teeny tiny small amount. Now, my strategy is always to go low and slow on any of these items that I'm talking about because my body tends to overreact on everything, whether it's good for me or bad for me. My body will overreact. The salt loading phase helps us eliminate fluoride, but it's at a very small amount at a time so that we don't become burdened with a heavy toxic load. So by prepping for 2.5 weeks with the salt water, I was already starting to eliminate small amounts of fluoride. By adding the iodine, I am then kicking out more fluoride so that the iodine can sit on the proper receptor of the cell. Once I get to sufficient levels of iodine, I would then no longer keep or hold on to fluoride, bromine, chlorine, and those types of elements. Iodine is actually there to help us not keep those toxic loads. However, I was told most of my life to stay away from it. And if you're not eating foods with iodine in it, odds are you don't have the right amount so that you're able to constantly eliminate fluoride. In Dr. Brownstein's protocol, he says that everyone should be on iodine, but the amount varies from person to person. So the right amount for me might not be the right amount for you. And he's gauging people are anywhere from 6 to 50 milligrams a day of iodine, and it just depends on your individual needs. I'm starting very slow, onboarding iodine at an extremely slow rate so that I don't have toxic symptoms. I also have a specialist that is testing my thyroid levels every 3 months so that if anything goes bad or off the charts or whatever it is, we will catch it pretty quickly. And I'm also testing iodine levels before loading on iodine, and then we'll test again after, trying to find the proper level for my body. Dr. Brownstein also mentioned there are cofactors like vitamin C, selenium, zinc, magnesium that we must have adequate amounts before we begin to try the iodine. His protocol was put in place for people just like me that overreact to everything that they try because we are overloaded with toxins. So this is the second step to helping myself detoxify. I honestly fell down this rabbit hole by accident. I was really looking into iodine and wondering why we were always told never to consume iodine. There are a lot of studies out there and a lot of information that suggest maybe the opposite of what we've always been told, or at least what I've been told. I don't know what you guys have been told. You might have a doctor that asked you to supplement with iodine, but mine surely never really mentioned it. And as you know, I'm on a quest to take care of any nutritional deficiencies, as well as learn how to detox my overburdened, toxic body. We live in a very toxic world, and I think it helps us to realize how to actually begin to detox from some of the elements that we are exposed to every day. So if you're having a problem with fluoride, check into iodine and its place in helping us detox from fluoride. I think it was very interesting reading material, and it certainly gave me a starting point. Check out Dr. David Brownstein. He has a lot of information out there, and he treats clients with his iodine protocol. He's even written a book about why we need iodine and how to use it in our everyday life. And don't forget, start super slow. Iodine is one of those supplements that you don't want to jump in with both feet very quickly. You want to go slow. And if you're like me, go even slower. Good luck on your health journey. See you in the next video.